C'est des sujets pour ça. Yo, yo. Hey, what's up? Tu m'entends-tu? Euh, j'ai j'ai désactivé le. Caroline, c'est qu'il faut que j'aille.
Check, check, check.
Partage. J'ai désactivé mon micro quand je fais un live.
Ok.
Puis là, je me rappelle plus comment je fais pour le remettre. Mais ça n'a pas rapport, là. Je pensais que c'était pour ça que je t'entendais pas.
Check.
Euh, Partage, paramètres du partage. Voilà.
Ah voilà, on est de retour.
T'es-tu live là? Tu fais-tu une diffusion?
Ouais, je sais quelque chose là.
Dis-moi donc, avant que tu startes ça, faut que j'ai l'air
Ouais.
trop imbécile.
Comment?
Tu fais comme. Non, mais j'ai une question niaiseuse à te poser. Puis
Vas-y.
comment tu fais pour te filmer quand que tu joues?
J'ai mon
Ça
laptop.
prend-tu?
Je stream pas de la console, je stream de mon laptop.
Ok.
Ouais. Et c'est ça, dans le fond,
Fait
j'ai
que
comme mon
là,
laptop avec Streamlabs OBS. Puis j'ai la webcam de mon laptop. Puis là, j'ai une autre
mhm.
webcam qui est branchée aujourd'hui que j'essaye.
Fait que là, il y a une application qui te permet de filtrer ou de te mettre genre juste comme un blue screen en arrière de toi. Puis.
Exactement. J'ai un green screen, puis dans le fond, j'ai une capture card qui prend ce qui sort de mes PS4, qui l'envoie dans ma TV, puis qui envoie aussi un feed à mon PC. Fait que je suis capable de voir, dans le fond, comme si c'était un stream vidéo. Fait que
Hmm.
je l'ajoute dans le coin, dans mon software de streaming.
Ah,
Puis je mets un petit chroma key pour que le fond disparaisse.
c'est cool parce que, tu sais, dans le fond, moi, je fais un peu de diffusion, mais
Ok.
vraiment low profile. Puis je check ce qui se fait pareil dans le monde. Je me suis tout le temps demandé comment ils
Ah, si
faisaient.
tu veux, un jour je te prendrai en privé pour t'expliquer mon setup. Ou en fait, un jour je vais faire une vidéo YouTube là-dessus. Tout simplement.
Mais si pour faire ça, il faudrait que je sois équipé, là. Ça me prendrait au moins une deuxième caméra, puis tu sais là, j'ai
Ben,
pas de
si t'as un
laptop.
ordi portable chez vous, t'as tout ce qu'il faut. Si t'as juste un PC desktop, ça va te prendre juste une webcam, genre.
Mais j'ai ni un ni l'autre, man.
Ah
J'ai
ben
juste
là.
un PS.
Ah ben là.
J'ai pas d'ordi.
Dans ce cas-là, t'es un peu foutu. Mais
Mhm.
ça prend pas la plus grosse des machines juste pour faire une machine de streaming. C'est sûr que si tu veux gamer sur ton laptop ou ton desktop puis t'en servir comme machine de streaming, c'est un petit peu plus compliqué.
Ouais, ça prend une bonne carte puis tout là, ça se prend une
Ouais, c'est
bonne
ça.
ordi.
Mais ça prend aussi un certain setup pour être sûr que OBS te prend pas toutes ton ressources puis que ton jeu lag, ou l'inverse, ton jeu prend toutes les ressources puis ton stream lag. Fait que
Mhm.
c'est toujours un
Oh
peu
ben je suis
touché.
pas rendu là encore.
Oh, c'est
Là,
correct.
c'est quoi que tu proposais?
Ben là, je m'en allais partir un stream. Ben là, mon stream est parti. Je m'en allais partir juste un lobby de pratique
Ok.
en vue de mercredi prochain.
Parce que moi je faisais des pratiques avec la SPA là,
Ok.
sur, pour dimanche dans le fond.
C'est quoi les courses
Euh,
dimanche?
la Supra Cup.
Ok. Euh,
Fait que dans le fond, je faisais pas grand chose, je faisais juste me pratiquer.
Oh, ben c'est
Rien
correct
de.
ça. Tu peux rester sur mon party chat ou rejoindre le mien ou continuer ta pratique. C'est comme tu veux, mon cher.
Ouais, là, moi, je suis pas trop de daily race, là, puis fin de semaine passée, je me suis fait péter la gueule dans le muret. J'ai pogné deux pénalités dans la même course. J'ai perdu beaucoup de points de sportsmanship.
Ouais.
J'ai droppé de 20 points d'une shot, fait que je suis
Ouch.
rendu dans les BA. Fait que j'avais l'intention aujourd'hui d'essayer de grimper ça de quelques points pour retomber BS.
C'est une bonne chose. J'ai perdu mon S, ça fait longtemps, puis j'ai pas été capable de le retrouver parce que à chaque fois que je dis à tout le monde, regarde, je me tiens loin, je touche à personne, je me fais rentrer dedans par quelqu'un qui fait
Mm.
exprès. J'étais même pas proche de quelqu'un, puis il a fait exprès pour ralentir, me rattraper, me donner un coup. Tu sais,
Ah ouais.
c'est n'importe quoi.
C'est ça qui est le plus chiant quand tu pognes une pénalité puis que c'est pas de ta faute, puis à
Ah,
cause de
c'est
ça,
n'importe
tu
quoi.
perds des points.
Puis tu sais, il y a une autre fois aussi, on faisait une course, je pense que c'était à Monza. Euh, j'ai manqué un virage, fait que dans une des lignes droites, genre, j'allais vraiment pas vite. Le gars, il est arrivé en arrière de moi, puis il m'a foncé dans le derrière, puis j'ai pogné une pénalité. Mais j'étais en dehors de la ligne de course, là. J'étais comme complètement à droite, la ligne rapide est à gauche, là. Puis juste parce qu'il est venu me bumper, ça m'a donné une pénalité comme pour l'avoir bloqué, mais j'étais en dehors de la trajectoire, là. Puis c'était le même dude qui a fait exprès pour me pousser le tour d'avant. Fait que...
Moi, le gars, il vient me péter ça dans le cul dans la zone de freinage. Mais à cause qu'il me pète dans le cul, moi, je percute le gars en avant de moi.
Ah oui,
Fait que le gars en avant de moi, il pogne un peu le bac à sable.
c'est bien
C'est moi qui
certain.
ramasse une pénalité, mais j'ai pas eu le contrôle de rien, tu sais.
Ah,
C'est
c'est
vraiment pas ma
ordinaire.
faute.
Ouais, ouais, ouais.
Là, tu sors de ta zone de pénalité au ralenti, il y en a un autre qui t'accroche. Bang, deux pénalités back à back.
Ah, c'est frustrant, là. C'est pour ça que je fais plus de daily race. Et je fais mes propres lobbies. Et si les gens sont pas clean, je les jette dehors. So, for everyone following the stream, hello and welcome. Sorry, I got little technical issues with my microphone not working at first. But now we're back, and we're gonna start practicing for next Wednesday's race. Let me just text all the drivers from the Splinter series. Tell them there's a lobby up if they want to join. And it's done. So, let's boost that thing a bit, like I always like to do. So, the 3 races we're gonna be doing next week. It's gonna be Nürburgring Grand Prix layout, and we're gonna be driving the Volkswagen Beetle. Then we're gonna be going to Dragon Trails Garden with the Hyundai Genesis, and we'll finish this at Interlagos with the Alfa Romeo 4C. So this is gonna be a pretty fun race on two very well-known circuits. Garden Trails is, let's just say, being a fictional circuit. It's a little less loved by all the racing enthusiasts, but I personally love it, and it changes from Dragon Trail Seaside that everybody did over and over and over. So bear with me, it's one of the first time I'm driving the Beetle around Nürburgring. As you can see, I'm all over the place. Start setting up the stream, there we go. The car kinda gives under braking, under late braking. Like I block the wheels, and it's not like I spin out of control. I just slide a bit, but still retain a bit of control. So this is gonna be fun to sometimes push a little further. Like, see, it's locked up, but it was not the end of the world. Like, I didn't win straight too much.
Ah, fuck. Tarmac.
Seb seems to be having some
Hmm.
problem. He's practicing for the Super Cup
Je fais
for
un dernier
Sunday.
tour là, puis je vais venir te rejoindre.
C'est bon, mon ami. En content. Il n'y a rien à voir encore sur mon sur mes temps en ce moment. Rien d'exceptionnel qui se passe de mon côté. So let's talk about the last race we had, because that was hella fun. Last Wednesday, the season opener of season 2 of this movie series. That was, oh my god. Let's just say all 3 races were crazy fun. It started with a huge bang in Monza because we all qualified. The top 5, I think, within 1 second. And the finish was 4 cars grouped like between 6 tenths. So there was the 2 first side by side, then the third, and I was finishing 4th, just a bit like behind the 3rd guy. It just looked like we were starting a double file GT race instead of finishing one, and it was pretty intense all along, with lots of battles, lots of mistakes, lots of saves.
Oh.
And after that, we went to what was that second track? Sorry, it's trying to focus on the breaking point more than my memory. Yeah, we went to Brands Hatch with the Audi. And again, at Brands Hatch, that was pretty eventful. The battle was not exactly at the front, but there were some contacts in some battles. From the start of the race, there was Premier 5, the Japanese driver, and my friend Indy were fighting for the lead. And they were just ahead of me because I didn't qualify and have a great start. And it just turned out that I was running, I think, 3rd, and they were 1st and 2nd, side by side for half a lap. And then Indy lost it, and he just clipped Premier by accident and took them both out, and that allowed me to get in the lead. And I got the lead for 4 laps, and then I spun, but I had like 9 seconds of a lead, so that gap melted to just under 4 or 3 seconds. And there was someone, I think that was outside the boxer, right behind me, pushing like crazy, like he always does. And that was not an easy win, this one. And finally we went to Spa, where one of our new guys, Colombian named Daniel, took victory 17 seconds ahead of everyone else, because everyone else had troubles either at the source, like myself at the start, or some people crashed terribly bad at the bus stop chicane, trying to fight it out on track. So some racing incident happens, but nothing on purpose, nothing dirty. Just racers who wanted to perform like crazy. That was fun. So Seb has joined the lobby. Let's see when he gets on track. And I'll focus a bit on learning the track, learning the break points and everything. tried out just yet, this one. I'm try to go too fast. And that won't pay at all. That's not good. It's raining. Oh well. This car's got good braking. Maybe a little easy to understeer as soon
T'es-tu
as we
là,
get fast.
Québec Racer, mon gars?
Oui, je suis là, mon ami.
C'est quoi le char proposé?
La Beetle, Coupe 3. So yeah, kind of tends to understeer as soon as I hit the gas. Like right now, the weight is at the back and I can hardly make it that
La
fast.
Beetle, y avait-tu un choix de pneus?
Ça devrait être juste les Racing Soft. That was pretty neat. Gotta be really careful with hitting the gas too early, because it just slides out. The front, I mean. As soon as the weight shifts to the back, the front loses grip. And I better be done with turning, because otherwise I'm heading straight out of the track. Didn't properly slow down. I was running out of road. Jeez, he's joining. Let's just say hello. Well, hello, main mate.
Fancy being your voice again.
It's good to hear yours, man.
Yeah.
Are
We're
you
not being
still working
filmed today, are we?
overtime, or it's you get your Friday night for yourself?
Friday night today. Yeah, Friday night today I'm off.
Good.
This is my day off. Yeah, my location, which I'm gonna keep anonymous, has variable schedules, so I have days off that happen any given day.
That's all right, man. We missed you Wednesday.
Yeah, no. I've been trying to follow up with the videos on YouTube and all this and that.
you had a chance to see the crazy finish we had at Monza?
I didn't see that part yet.
Just go
And I
on
see
my
that you guys
Instagram
had...
right now. I posted just the last
yes.
seconds of the race.
Yeah, and you already put the like on my photo.
Sure
you put
did.
like on my photo where I was like correct and incorrect on the number placements.
Totally. Oh, I didn't check. Does this car qualify as correct? Let me see. Well, I think I got the number plate on the side of the door, on the rear bumper and the hood. Like, you're gonna have to give some directions also for number placement when you're looking from the front and the back, not just the sides.
Yeah, I know that part. Like, let's look at the photo. It's like,
I'm curious.
the reason I said...
I'm curious to know
Yeah, like...
if you like the number centered on the hood or on the side, or you prefer the windshield. You're the windshield kind of guy, perhaps.
Now, the way I usually believe in, like, race car numbers to be set is I usually believe that they should always be, like, either ahead, be on the front fender, or or they take up the entire door.
Yeah.
Because, like that, in that location, it's easier to, read the number.
On TV or at the racetrack, or both?
It's for all crowds. Like, whenever you try to market a car, or whenever you try to design a car, you have to think about all the markets.
Yeah.
You can't just think about just one market. You got to think about all the markets.
Of course.
And one of the arguments I have when NASCAR was proposing that they were going to remove the numbers off the side of the door and put it in the rear quarter panel, or they had this diagram if you look on Google that they were planning on either putting it in the rear quarter windows if the car had one, or they were planning on just putting them ahead of the front fender. Unlike a GT car, like, my agreement is the GT car style is like, the way a GT car works is like, even you see the template is like, you have that blank space, blank picture, you put the number in the middle, and it stays a little farther forward from the door and or right in the front fender.
Yeah.
It's like this, the number gets the attention, and then now, because the number is in its proper space, and it's blanked out from the color scheme of the vehicle, like per se in Japan, they have the GT500 class.
Mm-hmm.
In Japan, the GT500 class, the number plate is yellow and the numbers are black, and it doesn't match any of the body paint.
So it stands out,
That's the
basically.
point. Yeah, but they usually don't put a custom font on them. But NASCAR is different, because NASCAR, the numbers are part of the decoration.
Their fonts.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then it gets really stupid, like IndyCar. Like, with IndyCar, they can never make their mind up of where they're putting the number next.
Didn't they try, like, the LED panel?
They do have an LED panel, but that panel is just for... Yeah, but that panel that they use for LEDs, that's just to tell you the racing location, not actually the individual car number.
Also, that it shows the position.
No, that's the position number right there, but
Oh.
you see the race number, it's like, if you played any kind of sport, like, you've been in track and field, you've been in track and field, you've been in, what was it called? So you played track and field, you've been in,
Cycling?
football, soccer, cycling. The number is how you tell another person apart without having to need to know the name or whatnot.
Exactly. Not necessarily the place they're running.
Yeah. But IndyCar introduced an interesting gauntlet when they introduced the position number plates on the air scoop. It's like, the problem with IndyCar is that they have so little body there. It's like a motorcycle. Like, since there's so little body present, they really don't have any place to put sponsors. They don't have any place to put sponsors. They don't have a place to put sponsors, numbers, or whatnot. They only just have that little space, and that's where you go.
That's true.
And if you see, like, the 1910s, 1920s, the numbers on an Indy car were on the fuel tank on the rear.
Yep.
Now that I thought about it, now I'm in the lobby right now, but I can't find your your location. There's like
Should be Splinter series, prove your skills or something like that.
okay.
We're there.
That's
We
like a
got a
train
few
station.
drivers with us.
I see that you have an Australian guy.
Yeah, Loopy Racing, fun guy. Still lacking a bit of speed, but he makes it up with a great personality and good manners.
Just like I am. Damn it, Australia.
There was he was very well mouthed right until the point where he crashed that 2 or 3 times, where it goes like, oh fuckity fuck fuck fuck.
Well, then again. Alright, joining the lobby now.
Welcome, welcome.
It's only you and me in here, isn't it?
We got GT Seb with us on the chat,
Hey,
I think. Yeah, he's on the chat. And we got Cheez-Its 626, who's just someone who randomly walked in to our thing.
Well,
Since the
let's
practice
see if
lobbies
you
are
can...
public.
Well, yeah. Well, if he's clean, let him join. Let's see what he's got. And if he whoops everyone's behind, like, this isn't recorded anyway, is it?
Come again?
This isn't recorded, so I can say whatever I want, right?
Well, it's live on Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, it's live on Twitch. So it's like, yeah. It's like I really almost was about to swear right there, and it's like, dang.
Oh. I honestly, I'm not fully aware yet of if you can swear or not. I think it's fine as long as not towards someone as hate speech.
I don't hate speech anybody here.
Oh,
Honestly
that's
speaking,
good.
we're just talking about cars.
But I think dropping
Okay.
the F word is not the end of the world when you're
Nope.
mad at yourself.
Let's see. Cheez-Its with the oh my god. He's got the he's got the Nico Rosberg. Really, Nico Rosberg Cheez-Its. Is Hamilton's career over? Nico Rosberg, really? With the explosion behind him? Is Hamilton's career over? Is Vettel's career over?
Gotta say, he's more entertaining as a pundit than as a driver.
Rolling with Seb. Alright, let's see if I can bring out. Let's see my freaking Beetle out.
GT Seb is going 153.9. Not even close. I'm like 2 seconds off. Clear 2 seconds.
Say hello to my bumblebee.
I'm gonna go back to the pits and spectate you guys for a little bit.
The random guy even have a mic.
Is that the default livery, or you put this one on?
I made this one up. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a livery inspired by the Bumblebee movie.
All right.
Yeah, if you see any livery that I actually make, you'll see that there's an 06 on the left rear quarter panel.
Yeah, that's right. let's see who's racing. Cheez-Its is using the AMG. Oh, now I see what you mean with the Rosberg.
Yeah, I was like Nico Rosberg meme. Really?
Oh man.
You gotta use the Nico Rosberg meme. Is Hamilton's career over?
And is he racing with Alonso's helmet or something? I don't know. It's kind of a bright blue, yellow, and red. Well, I can respect when people fanboy.
Yeah, but Rolling the Seb right now is freaking leading the pole position right now in this practice.
Yeah, like totally. I wanna watch him. See where it goes.
I don't think the Soul even has a microphone. Or otherwise, you can join us. Yeah,
Seb
Seb.
is on the chat. He's just quiet.
Oh, he's just quiet. Huh?
I'm still trying to learn that sensibility for the brake pedal.
Wait, you're still
Breaks
learning
sensibility.
and you're that fast? Come on.
You're lying.
Yeah, you're lying. You got this. You
Liar.
got this nailed.
Liar.
Man.
Liar. Mentiroso. Mentiroso.
Essaie pas de nous faire croire, Seb. Tu me clenches par 2
Ben,
secondes.
before last week, I never play with the ABS off.
Yeah, so that's the beginner's luck, right?
Learning to drive without ABS and traction control is like fighting barefoot and barehanded. The real kind of fighting.
Yeah. With tigers and bears and stuff.
Basically, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His father threw him into a fight with a bear, and he won. Crazy mountains. Hey, Quebec, you remember that my Tuesday promotion for the previous race?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that reference, Les Russell, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not sure I know it.
Go on YouTube and type in Conor McGregor, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Let's Wrestle.
Let me check that.
Watch, they'll be talking in simultaneously. These two are fighters.
So you said who again?
Khabib, Khabib.
Okay. So Conor McGregor, let's wrestle.
Let's wrestle.
I mean, if your wrestling is
I just don't want to get copyrighted, so I'll just mute
No, don't.
real quick the stream.
Well, we got the point that you saw it. Let's wrestle! Let's wrestle! Let's wrestle! You don't need to go any further in that video. No need. You don't need to go any further in the video other than the promotion. That's it. Yep. Yeah, and my fire suit still says "Let's wrestle" on it. Yep, because Connor was acting all drunk, this and that in that fight.
Yeah.
He was acting like he's all high and mighty. But you gotta love it when Khabib freaking just jumped the fence at the end of the fight. And then all his cousins came to rain freaking terror into the freaking stage.
So gentlemen, how about we try a race?
No problem, man. Is there d'habitude tu fais 2-3 courses ou tu fais juste une course sur Nürburgring?
Dans le fond, si tu joins mercredi prochain, ça va être 3 courses sur 3 pistes différentes avec 3 voitures différentes.
Yeah.
Puis ce soir, il n'y a pas vraiment de format, je fais juste mettre des pistes. Ben, c'est les pistes qu'on va faire mercredi prochain. Mais je les fais pas nécessairement dans l'ordre, ni avec le bon moment de la journée. Alright. Let's have a race.
Standing start again.
Starting start with the false start check. Since this is not an official event, I'll be doing the live commentary in the group chat. So the lights are coming on. Engines roaring. It's green light and we
it's go!
And Sam is spinning like crazy. The AMG goes first with a great start. Sab is in the inside. Try to keep away from Cheez-Its. He's looking up, sliding. Main Might's already got a penalty behind. What happened, man?
Cut a corner.
Well, don't do that.
Well, it's just plain simple.
So coming up at the airpin downhill. Everybody's struggling
Massive
with
brake
the
lock.
Yeah.
No, Kimi, you will not have the brake. You forgot to connect the water through.
Yeah.
No, Kimi, you will not have the drink.
When's gonna be the Nürburgring race again this year with F1? Is it like it's September?
I thought they were going in Hocking. I thought they were going to Hockenheim.
No, they're doing Nürburgring. Aren't they? Or is it?
I don't know if that Germany is even open.
No,
I don't
Germany
even
for sure there was a Germany race confirmed, and I think there was Nürburgring.
Because DTM, they started off instead of their principal Germany. They started off in Spa-Francorchamps.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Germany is going to be open from coronavirus anytime soon this year.
No, for
And
sure.
the
I
Indy
think
500 is going to happen this month.
behind closed doors
Yep.
that I saw, and
Like,
I don't think we're gonna get pretty much any race that's not behind closed
without
doors,
behind
right?
systems.
Yeah.
Well, IndyCar and NASCAR has had limited fans
Okay.
deliberately, so they had limited entrance. Like Talladega this year, they had limited entrance.
How does that work? Do they just
Yeah,
select,
the way
like,
they worked is
premium,
that
ticket holders?
they, basically yes, and not only that, they only have like a certain number allowed to be there.
Okay.
So the full capacity in like Talladega is like 30,000.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like 5,000. It's basically a
Thanks
city.
for the follow, man.
Whatever. You got a Twitch follow now?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. My engineer spoke in my ears, and that's written so small I can't read it. But thanks for that, anyway.
Whatever you do, wherever you're going, do not become one of those Twitch hoes.
Which ones? Because there's lots
What was her
of.
name? Like some of those e-girls have been freaking Karens of the internet.
I could become
Like
an
what was her
e-girl,
name?
man.
Invader V.
I'm cute enough to be an e-girl. Come on. My wife's got tons of wigs of all colors, man. I can totally put on some makeup and look gorgeous.
RuPaul's Drag Race confirmed. Take it back. If if you had a entire race that was deliberately dedicated to transgenders, like you had an entire track and field race, it's just entirely fueled by transgenders, would you call it a drag race?
I guess I would. And to push it even further, we could make that race a quarter mile.
Always live your life a quarter mile at a time.
Always, man.
I always live a quarter mile at a time. Now everything in that movie is a freaking quote now.
Totally.
I can remember when it was just a stupid film in the 2000s.
Which one?
Like, I can remember FNF 1.
Don't know that.
It just used to... Fast and Furious 1, that was...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we call it FNF. F and F.
Okay.
They don't change the title in French, do they?
Yeah. No, but
What's the title they change it?
Rapide et dangereux. So basically it's just fast and dangerous. Yeah. But
Oh, Fast and Dangerous. And
I call it Fast
in
and
Russian,
Furious still.
yeah, it's
I
kind
just
of
don't
like
call it F and F.
Fast and Dangerous. And in Russian, they call it Afterburner, Forsage.
Okay.
And I actually can see why they named the FNF series Forsage in Russian. It's like they named... It's like Afterburner after they seen the nitro spitting flames out of the rears of the cars.
No, it makes sense.
But the best titles for the movie have to come in Japanese, where they call it Wild Speed. In English. Yes. In Japan, they name FNF Wild Speed in English.
Okay.
It's like FNF 1 is just Wild Speed. Second, the sequel is just Wild Speed 2.
How did they
Third
call
movie is like...
Tokyo Drift?
I think they just left it as Wild Speed Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
And then Fast 5 is like Drug Mission or something.
Okay.
I gotta find out what they keep renaming it in Japan. But the title is still in English, but they just leave it.
They
The
just
Japanese
change the
version doesn't
words,
call it Fast and
basically.
Furious. Yes. Wild Speedo.
Man, I'm so off the base, it's like not even fun at this point.
You're just kidding me.
No,
How far am
like,
I right now?
I'm seriously like 2.4 seconds off the pace.
Look where I'm at right now.
No, but you have penalties and you struggle because you didn't practice that much. But I've been
Nope.
here for like 40 minutes.
Oh, it's been 40 minutes already.
Yeah.
Always about 1 second, 0.5 behind you, trying to catch.
Oh yeah, you finished second right there, man. That was good. 1.5 second behind the leader, that's always good.
Yep. The finishing
Again.
second is still finishing second then.
Not as close as the race we had in Mons last Wednesday. Check my Instagram,
yes.
you're gonna see the replay. Like it looks like we're
yes.
starting double file. It looks like we start a race, not finish one. That was pretty insane. And the highlights is on my Twitch as well, and the full replay is on YouTube.
Ah, perfect. This is the kind of promotion we're gonna need.
Totally. I don't know. I was just in the... So, TPG Gamer MC, thank you so much for all the comments. Sure, man, I'll follow you. Let me just... The Cheez-It is gone already. That's not
Cheez-It?
fun. So let's just
Ah,
switch
come on.
track.
If one of these Twitch guys can join in, you can join in. It's like, come on, Twitch guys.
Yeah, you can join the lobby if you want.
Come in. We're not like Invader V. We're not freaking Miss Invader V.
No. What's the circuit again? I wanted Dragon Trail.
Ah,
Gardens.
Croatia.
Yeah, but gardens.
Hmm.
And let's go with the sunset or something. And it's gonna be the Hyundai Genesis Group 3.
Ah, yes. This thing should be real, not a freaking fictional vehicle. They need to make that crap real.
Yeah, I wish it was made for real.
Yep. Hyundai could actually prove itself against Nissan,
Yeah.
but they're just Xeroxing Mitsubishi these days.
Let me just search you TBG game. Gamer MC. There we go, you got a phone and or girl. I don't know. Doesn't say. Alright.
Racing Hards.
It should be the softs.
It says Racing Hards here, so...
What?
It says enter course. It says Racing Hards.
Let me check the settings. Should be on softs. No, it's soft. You change it. Maybe you're in Racing Hards and you need to change it to softs. So
Yes. I never really spent any time. I never really spent any time in this car and or lobbies much. Literally, you guys are the first time I've been on a lobby.
That's good.
I'm always in the Manu Cup, the Nations Cup, and or the daily races.
You can survive those.
Yeah, I can survive those. But I usually call out some noobs here and there. Ah, man, I'm looking at my freaking 4K TV right now, and I'm like, dang, this is awesome right here.
I'm still running on the first TV I bought that was not like a huge box.
Are you talking about CRTs? Cathode ray tubes?
Oh yeah. Those were taking
You're gonna
so
remember
much
those
space. Oh man.
Yeah, they took up a lot of space, but nowadays they're considered classics. Cathode ray tubes.
And that multiple apex right-hander is gonna be quite tricky.
Are you talking about that inside chicane that's shaped like a pentagon?
Yeah, kind of.
This one kind of reminds me of Ace Combat. Yeah, Ace Combat, the Erusia capital of Farbanti, where they mirrored Washington D.C. and mixed it with Los Angeles. Rolling with 7 in the lead.
For a guy who struggles with the brake pedal, I think he's good.
Maybe that's a joke.
Oh,
He's capping right now. That's what's going on. Uh-oh, he spun.
yep. Yellows.
One thing I wish Gran Turismo would do in the future is actually simulate track temperatures and have wear and tear, and then have wear and tear inside the tracks. Like Dirt Rally 2.0, if you leave marks inside the ground, they will stay there.
Yeah. Well, the
But I
tire
think-
marks, they do stay in GT Sports, right?
Yes, but here's the thing though. Like, if you've seen like NASCAR races, you'll see that the pavement cracks sometimes, and sometimes they have cautions that are just because the track had ripped itself apart, and they have to repave it right on spot.
They do that with like quick setting concrete.
No, they use it with asphalt because it's actually a lot easier to ply on. Concrete takes a long time to dry.
Yeah.
I remember when this happened to, I remember an IndyCar at Detroit Belle Isle. James Hinchcliffe got a piece of concrete ripped from the freaking pavement, and it damaged his wing. And
Wow.
it took him out of the race. And these were public roads, Detroit Belle Isle.
Okay. Did he get a fine for breaking public property or something?
No. Let me explain. IndyCar was running a street race at Detroit Belle Isle.
Mm-hmm.
This was home for Team Penske. They've been running Belle Isle because it was an old F1 street circuit. There was one championship, I think it was like 1987, 1988, where F1 had ran like 5 different races inside the USA.
Oh yeah, the ones with the parking races at Las Vegas and stuff. Phoenix.
Parking lot at Casino. That was Caesar's Palace in the parking lot, Las Vegas. And in one race they went to Long Beach. They've been at Long Beach for the USGP for the longest time. Then they went to Phoenix street course. And then they had Detroit Belle Isle. And they haven't revisited any other US circuit at that same time frame.
Okay.
So when CART was formed, one of the things they were trying to do was make IndyCar more of an American F1, rather than being an old-fashioned version of NASCAR. Because one of the secrets is...
Sorry about that, guys. I
Uh-oh.
just realized that
that's-
BLP was not on like it's supposed to be.
Oh.
Little problem in my settings. Thanks. for
Gotta
that,
put some
outside
bop in
boxer.
it.
Good thing I've
Surprised
got
to see it
mates
outside box.
always watching over for me.
Okay, back to the track. Man, GT Sport is just really realistic. I can just imagine of how realistic GT7 will be in the future. It's like, that pit lane is just so beautiful and clean.
I really hope they've got dynamic weather this time.
Yeah, because when GT Sport got released and they didn't have dynamic weather, I'm like, what a devolution.
Yeah. Because was there dynamic weather in GT6?
GT5 was the one that started it.
Okay.
Like, you had GT5, right? Or were you following something else at the time frame?
No, I'm pretty sure I played some GT5. They all blended, like, in my memory, to be honest.
You just didn't own that one?
No, I think I got it. But there are some games that I played more than others.
They just
Sadly,
had
what
nothing to do with
happened
racing.
before I owned this Logitech G29 wheel, I was racing the old Logitech Momo wheel, and it was kind of broken. So anything beyond, like, let's say, like normal street cars, I couldn't drive it because there was kind of a dead zone in the middle of the wheel, and every little precise input was just impossible. So that always made me drop the game. So I had very little experience with actual race cars, basically. I was playing for a bit, and then I was like, my wheel is just sucky, and I hated playing with a controller.
Like, I played with a controller in my PS3 era the entire time. I'm playing a controller right now. The reason I'm doing it is because I can't really find a universal answer, and I'd rather have a universal answer for like a steering wheel. It's like, if I want to go PC, universal answer. If I want to go XB1, I want that universal answer. If you and also counter it, and then console generation gaps. If we go to the next generation, are you gonna still work for the next generation?
Yeah.
And that's just what I hate. It's like, I don't like it when I don't have a universal answer for everything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know how I just basically refrain from certain video games for like a month. It's like, and when you do something else, play something else, it's like you don't stay the same thing every time. It's like, I'm not always on racing games. I have like Soul Calibur, I'm on Street Fighter, I'm on other games that don't even have anything to do with racing whatsoever.
Yeah, so there's no point in investing too much in like free wheels and stuff.
Yeah, and then having console-specific stuff. That's why I just use my controller and just enjoy it as a video game. That's what it is. It's not meant to be too serious. As long as you're just not ruining everyone else's fun by disobeying the rules.
Yeah.
It's just a game. Calm yourself down. It's only for enjoyment.
Totally, man. So outside the boxer right now is giving me a driving lesson by being, again, 2 seconds faster than I am. I'm gonna quit the chatter for a bit and just focus on my driving.
I'm Jimmy Broadman. I can say whatever I want.
Oh, you can keep talking, that I don't mind. Just don't guarantee I'll reply.
No more radio for the race. Fernando Alonso.
Oh man. That's the wall coming real fast. Alright, let's focus on this lap, guys. And that's not by spinning like that we're gonna do anything. Come on, come on, come on! Really? 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 And I got a penalty on top of it, come on. We got some traffic coming behind.
Third place. And let's see how fast am I. Dang.
These guys are getting serious now. I'm just all over the place. Okay, whoa.
132. It's a hard thing to defeat. Well, I'm always landing on 134 no matter what.
Sam, come on, come on. Not even clipping the apex. Gonna have to brake a bit sooner than that. Front tires are crying under pressure. Got them suffering a bit. Let's try some front right bias.
Ah, fuck. Tabarnak. Ouh.
Ole, 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 ole.
Thanks for the cheer up, man.
135.
Sausage curve. Maybe the death of me. Still a bit of improvement. Come on, stand the track. Staying on the track. It should be a tiny bit better. It's still pretty far away from outside the boxes.
Oh, we got wear and tear on the tires. Let's see what I can steal from rolling with Seb.
That was a smooth one, improving a bit. Bit earlier on the gas. Not spending too much time bouncing off of the curb on the outside. Come on. So slow. Oh man. That S really struggling. Really struggling with the front end.
Now I get it. You need heavy rear brake bias. The heavy rear brake bias, you can't turn.
Do we? Let's try this out.
.134 again. Proving consistent.
If that wasn't for the sausage curve, the rear brake bias does work. Thank you, my friend. Much more dynamic braking. Should have tried that sooner. Well, it's true that the back didn't complain too much. Beached whale right there.
Dirt trekking, baby.
That's what it's about, man.
Sledger! 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 You get that reference?
I'm not sure.
Go ahead, type it in YouTube. Sledger!
How'd you write that? Somehow I'm really glad that we're not Wednesday yet. Because I'm nowhere near the
Hump
place.
day! Who was that? Oh, rolling Sam. What happened, buddy?
I missed it. I'm trying to ride at the limit, but push a little bit.
Hey, man. Hello, hello.
Très compliqué. Très compliqué pour vous. We have ourselves a new member back there, SG something.
Yeah,
Just call me
it's your
SG.
Flieger. How you doing?
Wait, oh my god, who the hell pronounced it correctly?
Me? I don't know. SG Flieger?
Yes, how
Me?
do you speak German?
No at all.
Well, you're like the only non-German person that's pronounced that correctly.
Well, I don't know. I felt like that's how it should be pronounced. Maybe it's because I'm French Canadian that I tried some pronunciation that's more French and closer to German than whatever English people would try.
People just usually say SG Flieger, and I'm like, just stop.
That's not a family name, is it?
No.
Okay, that's a good thing.
That's not an insult, is it?
Well, SG is my stepdad's initials, and Flieger is flyer in German. Because
Okay.
he used to be in the United States military, but whatever.
Ah, U.S. military.
Well,
I can eat the final wall. Ow!
well, welcome, man. If you want to join the lobby, go right ahead.
What cars are we using?
The Hyundai Genesis Group 3.
Hyundai Genesis.
Oh, wait, did I just pose the fastest time? Oh no, it's because outside the boxer is pitted. Okay.
I don't know about
Oh. Well, buy it one. Like, how much do you have in your list?
Hold on. I don't think I have it.
buy one.
You
They
can
should have one in
get
the
one.
dealer.
It's I think
It's right in the dealer's like 500,000 credits.
oh less than that.
Well, I've
It's less than
almost
that.
a
It's
million.
450. 450 or 350. I can't remember.
If you have 1,000,000 credits, you should be able to buy it.
Oh, for sure.
Or maybe whenever the randomizer comes, the randomizer reward cars, as long as it doesn't repeat itself, may give you one. That's how I ended up with mine.
And by the way, my thanks for the rear brake bias tip earlier.
Yeah, because I was like, I seen Seb doing some dirt track, and it was like, wait, now I'm thinking, yes, that's wrong. This track is like, you have to have a lot of rear brake bias. Dank Gongi.
Well, which Genesis is it? Grade 3 or grade 4?
Group 3.
Group 3.
Group 3. Yeah, Group 3 is Gran Turismo's equivalent for Le Mans GTE class, GT2 class, GT1 class, and GT3 class, all grouped together. Big wings, wide body.
And a nice looking back end.
Oh yeah.
Gonna go
And then
ahead
Group
and
4
pit.
is Group 4 is basically normal sports car, steel body sports cars, or high powered BDCC touring cars. Outside boxer.
He's still posting lap times much faster.
Nice. So.
Going hard
I
on that
finally
last
did-
sausage, man. Makes you go flying.
Remember Singapore's sling chicane
Yeah.
that was launching cars into the freaking wall?
Oh, totally. And there was no runoff whatsoever.
Alright,
Singapore was treacherous.
Ass.
Give it time. Give it time. Splinter series is all balls.
Oh, this thing
Well,
is
girls-
quick.
Ah, man. Got it. Yep. Yeah, Group 3 cars are much faster than GT4 cars because of the wide body and lower stance. And the questionability of how much they can relate to their road car. In this situation, the mathematics of this car is more similar to like GT3 cars.
Getting the hang of it, but
What the hell? Was that a car in the air? Or was that a helicopter?
That's a helicopter. Are you talking about
Yeah.
the backstretch?
that would be a helicopter.
Yeah, they have helicopters part of the. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
part of
I-
the scenery.
I gathered that there's helicopters in the game, but it looked like one of the cars.
Nah, it's like a Bell helicopter or Robinson helicopter. But if you look in the infield here, the strange part is they have Dodge Rams and Audi S4s, even though we're in Croatia right now. And those are the GT4 models of the Dodge Ram and the Audi S4. When they came out with this car in the DLC, I was like, Dragon Trail Gardens? I didn't know there was another track at Dragon Trail. And so I figured out exactly that the Seaside track had...
Sorry, what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, when I looked at the front stretch at Dragon Trail Seaside, I noticed that there was remnants of the Gardens track hidden behind the front stretch, and I was like, oh, so there's a track that goes in dual complexes. So one complex is Seaside and one complex is Gardens. And that right there is the Dalmatian Sea.
So we're basically just right next to Seaside, right?
Yeah, like we are apparently north of Seaside, if this is near anywhere close to Zagreb or something. Croatia only borders one sea, and that's only Dalmatian Sea. This is the Dalmatian Sea would be third fastest.
Well done, man.
Why am I seeing a Corvette C7?
Because
I think that's a guy
Daniel.
who entered.
Daniel's always running his Corvette unless I tell him otherwise.
Oh, is there damage on?
Come again?
Yeah, but it fades away. Damage is on, but it fades away.
Yeah, it's
so
light.
just ride with it.
Slight damage.
Yeah, we're not the Crucible. We're not all the way balls realistic. It's like, one way in, no way out.
That depends on how realistic the balls are.
Cyberpunk 2077. Balls customization. That's real, by the way. Cyberpunk 2077 is going to have that. The meme on the internet.
Is there tire wear on?
Yep.
Yep.
Tire and fuel, 1x.
It's to practice that. Yeah, it's to practice of how bad the tires are going to be. Because when you do practice, don't worry about doing like the fastest lap. Like, don't worry about being pole position. Because pole position may be meaningless. Like, you could be like Jarno Trulli in F1. Like, he was always on pole position every single race. But how many of those races did he win from pole position?
How many
2.
podiums did he get?
Yeah, but that's meaningless because he's not a champion without those podiums, you know?
Yep. No, he was deadly quick on one lap, that's true.
Yeah, he was always on pole position, but he was always flanking out on the race.
In 2020 driver rating cards, it would be like a 9 in raw pace and a 5.2 in race skills. I don't know. So,
I don't know what that even is anyway.
how about we go for a race?
Well, let's give some of these guys like 5 more minutes of practice.
I'll just say starting soon.
So like this, we don't have an absolute noob fest.
Oh, there's just regulars from the group right now.
Yep. Yeah, but you can be like the greatest racer in the world and not have any practice
For sure.
with a certain racetrack and a certain setup, and then you can just have a complete noob fest. You remember how much of a noob I was when I just started joining the Splinter series.
Well, we were doing rallying like with random
Yep.
cars and stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't have practice, remember? I just jumped in there.
Yeah, but
I was
still,
overtiming for work.
that was still not bad.
Yep.
Are your front tires crying for help too?
That's just the drama. If you're gonna drive fast, you're gonna scratch your tires all the time.
Yeah, but I feel like they're screeching more than other cars. Alright, let's finish this lap and we'll start.
Okay.
Someone's in the wall of the airpin.
That would be me. Okay, now my car is turning left.
Let's go for the race.
Time to
Oh
eat shit.
my.
Yes.
Good luck, folks. Whew. Hey, Clutchmeister.
Oh yay, I'm all the way in last.
I'm
No, I'm in
using
fifth.
the G29,
I'm in fourth.
Logitech G29.
The only
By the way,
American.
best suggestion. Best suggestion, guys. Let's try some more unique liveries, so then we can tell ourselves apart.
I have name tags on.
No, I mean like more appearance liveries, yeah. Like different colors and this and that, so we look more unique. Oh, sorry. Who's that?
Oh, I'm being sandwiched.
Sorry, man.
Okay. Come behind Quebec Racer.
Who is beside me? Whoever it was, I guess. I'm with whoever.
I don't even see his brake lights coming on. Is he just lifting? Maybe that's how he's that fast. I don't know. Don't touch the grass. Come on.
Haha, he's in the dirt.
God damn it.
losing so much ground. What was that? Come on.
He goes wide!
My brake balance is all whack.
He goes into the
God, how are you guys so freaking fast?
Practice. Because I've been at this for like, how many minutes already?
I don't know, I would say it's luck for me.
It's the art of being smooth, you know. Moving up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster.
I mean, like, I'm only good at the launch. That's basically it.
That's a skill in rallycross. It's the art of smoothness. Total control of the car is most important. And you just stepped in. It takes a lot of practice. Ah! Eat the wall!
We're going for the final lap. I'm gonna have to save this replay. Look exactly at what outside the box he's doing. But be that much faster. Well, obviously going over the curbs is not the best idea. Even though I'm still improving by half a second.
I am
My race lines.
pushing this car to its limits, and I still can't catch up with it.
Yeah, it's from the beginning. Like, from the beginning, you have to be really smooth about it.
Yeah, this one I think the whole point is not to try and push it, because when you try to push it, it just rolls
It
on
will
its
hurt
side.
you. It will hurt you the most when you try to drive it at the limit. So you want to do Sunday drive.
Say Hyundai, you drive it like a grocery getter and you'll be fine.
Sunday drive. Don't be going 10 tenths 100% of the day, 100% of the time, 100% of the day. And or you do like what certain rookie drivers do. It's like you hang in the back deliberately. It's like be slow, be patient, practice whatever you can.
Congrats outside the box, sir, man. Is he in the
Yep,
chat?
he's
I think
a
not.
true gem right there. That guy. I'll be back 1 second.
That was an awful sound. So there we have it. The third positions lead outside the boxer wins, myself second. And made my third, even though it's not an official, it's not official Splinter Series podium thing. Alright guys, that would be all for me tonight. Gotta have to go.
Ben, thank you, man. C'était bien cool.
Thanks for joining.
Quand même un 2 secondes, un 2 secondes disparu à quelque part.
Anything else you guys are talking about?
I was just saying that I was about to leave, my friend. Because I gotta go. And I'm letting people who are not on the chat know what it's about.
It's about time to depart now.
Tell us about your pet turtle outside, man. Norm, right?
He's an inspiration, he says.
Bon, ben, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Sab.
It was fun, man.
Have a good evening, man.
I'm go back to the
Your Super Cup?
Super Cup.
That's good, man. You have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Yes, you too.
Alright. See you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna be kicked out or not when I leave. I hope not. Usually practice lobbies, I let them go. But you're still able to play.
It's my lobby, man. I own it.
You own this lobby now. You can do whatever you want with it. And I just realized that my green screen totally messed up. And I got an Impreza Coupe WRX Type R STI version 6. 1999. Nice gifty.
You looked at your reward?
Yeah, I did.
I had a McLaren F1 as a reward car.
Oh, that's good. I think I've got 4 of those. Don't race any. I must have made like, I think 1 Interlagos race with the first one I ever got.
Yeah, I had that McLaren F1 GT1 class car. But you do know what that sponsor is, right? Like, go to Brand Central.
Clinic.
No, go, like, for the video, like, go into Brand Central, and then show the car in the turntable.
For sure. Where are
Yeah, I'm gonna explain to you something very shocking.
Go ahead. I know what you're gonna tell us about. I know. I just know.
Yep.
I know what kind of clinic that is.
You know Yep, we know what kind of clinic it really does, right?
We know what you know is all about.
You know this car was never actually meant to even be a race car at first, right?
Really?
It wasn't even meant to be a race car. Literally, this thing, they just stripped the seats out and put all the race equipment in there. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Okay.
This was never meant to be a race car. Like, Gordon Murray just made what was supposed to be a nice and comfortable, very fast sports car. And now it's coming back as the GMA something.
Yeah, the new one. That looks a bit like it. A bit more modern.
Yep, and it has a fan in the back.
It does?
For cooling off the radiator.
Car out of it?
No, it's for cooling the radiator is what it's for.
Okay. I thought he tried to revive the good old fan cars.
Yeah, they use it as a radiator in that car.
Okay.
And it's the same designer, Gordon Murray, but now instead of McLaren building it, it's now his special team. And it has a Cosworth engine at that.
Oh.
Cosworth engine, not BMW engine this time. But the way he's talking may sound like he's trying to enter hypercars with it.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
That could be fun.
But right now they're scrapping hypercars for DPI hybrid versions.
Okay.
Yeah, the new rule books that they're planning for next year are to introduce the Daytona prototype international cars,
Okay.
and they're going to plan on putting a light hybrid system in them. Because the problem is that right now, the prototype world is in shambles, with Toyota being the only participant with a hybrid,
Yeah.
and then Porsche and Audi left.
So yeah, that's a
Yep.
shame though. And there's just like I think Rebellion Racing in LMP2, something like that.
LMP won Privateers. Like, that's their major competition right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to hype. Like, you can see Le Mans is struggling to hype up the event.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at America, when they introduced DPI, they managed to bring back Honda into the spotlight, Team Penske back into Le Mans, into American IMSA. They already brought back Nissan back into prototype racing at that time frame. And Chevrolet rebranded. So General Motors was going as Cadillac when they run DPI. And the races are epic.
Well, that'd be fun to have that at Le Mans, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. It's like,
something more than
why can't we have
Alonso wins.
Well, Alonso did win a DPI event last year. He won the
did?
24 hours of Daytona. I watched him.
That's true.
With
But-
the Toyota.
But last year's 24 hours of Daytona, that was an epic one. I mean, the headlines were they were going to have Rubens Barrichello, Juan Pablo Montoya, who's already in the championship.
Okay.
Actually, Juan Pablo Montoya actually featured in the Acura commercial with the Acura DPI.
Oh.
Like the Acura DPI, Juan Pablo Montoya is in there with Helio Castroneves. And last year they had Fernando Alonso drive the number 10 Konica Minolta Cadillac. The same DPI that Jeff Gordon had won in like 2016.
Okay.
And not only that, they had Alex Zanardi in a special race car for the Daytona 24 Hours. But you know the story of Alex Zanardi?
Yeah. Poor dude. He's still fighting.
Like,
now.
at least, yeah, especially what's been happening now with him. But he's lucky he only had lost the calves. Like, he still has the upper thighs.
Is he using
but-
them to control the car?
Let me explain what they did in last year at Daytona 24 Hours. What they did was that BMW made him a special car that can be both used by able body and disabled body.
Okay.
The steering wheel. What they did is that they have a special steering wheel. There's still brake pedal and gas pedal on the floor, but they don't get used.
Okay.
There's a shifter on the right. So what it's used for is that when he pushes it back, when he pushes it back, that is brake on.
Okay.
And then the gas pedal, there's a throttle ring on the steering wheel.
Oh,
And
so
then the driver chain.
he can actually
You were
like,
saying?
use the throttle on the steering and the brake kind of as of a handbrake.
Yeah, like he has handbrake, and the transmission is manual. So one of the paddles is actually for like the right hand handle he had. It was the brake handle, and also the downshift button is on the handle.
Okay.
So downshift was on the handle, and then the upshift was on the steering wheel.
Okay.
And whenever the pit stops happened, the sequence was they unbelted him, carried him out of the car, and then the non-special driver, I don't
Can
remember
just
his
jump in.
name, can just drive it. And they changed the steering wheel because he has to have the normal steering wheel in the car.
Okay.
And when he has that normal steering wheel in the car, it's just a normal BMW M8. And mind I tell you, last year that was epic. I mean, that same BMW M8 GTE won, like, it's his teammate, Zanardi's teammate, not the exact car that he was driving, his teammate, what was his name? Colton Herta, and his teammate actually won the race. So if Zanardi had everything going right, he would have won that race if he had the special car to do it.
Man, that's crazy.
Not only that, the race was rain canceled because this was Daytona. Like in Florida, it rains like
Yeah, it's
hell.
not just a little downpour. It's huge torrential rains, I guess.
It was almost a hurricane for them, and it was flooding the road. It was flooding the track.
Not good.
And Alonso was in the lead for the prime of the race. And then the Mazda broke down at some point in the median hours. You still there?
Yes, I am. Keep going.
Yeah, in like the median hours, they like midnight, the Mazda failed because they have the Skyactiv technology. The Skyactiv diesel is direct injection technology. The Mazdas that you see in the game, like if you go back into the dealer back here to the East in Asia, go into the Mazda dealer. We look at the
Which ones?
the Mazda Atenza Sedan XD.
Okay.
Yeah, so in our Western option of what is called the Mazda 6, the Atenza has Skyactiv technology in its engines. It's direct injection, so it can use a 2-liter engine, and then with that direct injection with no turbo on it, it can push about like 200 or like 210 horsepower.
Okay.
It's also as powerful as any V6. And now when I look at this game, compared to the stuff that I've been working in real life, they put such details like, if you see in the front, they have those little forward mud flaps
Yeah.
on the front bumper. You'll see that. It's like, yeah, they took such detail to it when you compare it to real life. Well, like when you meet this car, it's like it's nice and roomy, nice and clean, nice and spacious.
Yeah.
Then the only thing you wish is that in this game that you had the GPS that's live, but otherwise, Mazda is already using the Skyactiv technology, and I think they're using this engine, the 2-liter gas engine, Skyactiv in those Mazda DPIs.
Oh.
And right now they've won like 2 races. They've won like 2 races already in this year's championship, and they may be looking for more.
Yeah,
And they're
that's good
competing
for them,
against. And they're competing against some serious competition in the DPI class. Like Cadillac, they're using a 7-liter, naturally aspirated, cammed up Corvette ZR1 engine inside the Daytona prototypes.
Oh.
Honda is using the J35 twin turbo. So they're
really
using a
going-
minivan engine.
They're really going with all kinds of engines into prototype race cars, for real.
That's the point.
Oh, that's good. Road relevant
like
technologies there.
Like you see, these are road car engines. Like
Yeah.
Acura is using a minivan engine, 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, all modded up for like 600 to 700 horsepower.
Well,
It's just the same engine they use in the Odyssey, same V6 engine, but modified for 700 horsepower.
makes you want to buy a Odyssey now. Just kidding.
But if you modified it though, like BC Moto modified a freaking Honda Odyssey, and it appeared in the American Top Gear when Rutledge Wood presents his minivan.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then Mazda's just whooping both Cadillac and Acura's butts with a 2-liter engine that belongs in the Mazda 6.
Yeah, it's
remember-
fun that it's no longer about just like huge V8 or V10 or V12 engines. Like with some
Those
smarts,
were fun though.
they can always like, make something out of it. That's quite insane.
Like the rules of IMSA DPI is that you have to use an engine that belonged in a road car. You
Okay.
cannot use any kind of prototype engine.
Okay.
And like this, when you use like real engines, it could be considered a price gap and also a safety feature. Like, there's only so much a road car engine can take. And not only that, you're just using an engine that was from a road car, so you can just tear any road car engine apart, tear it out, and just put it into a race car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone really wants this one car to exist. Turn to the right and go to the RX Vision. You already got the RX Vision on your screen?
No, I'm not even watching that. Sorry. I'm listening to you though, but I'm streaming the replay of the last Monza race, which is just insane. But yeah, what about the
yeah.
Mazda RX Vision?
This thing has to become real.
It has to.
Motorsports can... This has to become real.
I need one in my driveway. If Mazda doesn't build one, I'll build one. I don't care.
So you're gonna be Rob Dom then? You know that guy, right? Rob Dom.
No. Who's that guy?
He's the guy building a Mazda, an FD3S right now. He's planning on building an FD3S with 4 rotors and all-wheel drive.
Oh man.
Custom built all-wheel drive.
Airship box.
That's another guy. That's the other guy. That's Formula 7. I know what you're talking about with that guy. But dang, that one thing for sure, those 4-rotor engines are absolutely entertaining. Even if they weren't all the way successful in like Group C, they were absolutely entertaining. Like, you can see the crowd with a smile on the face when these things fly by.
You probably know Mad Mike, the drifter, with the Miata 4-rotor Red Bull.
Yeah, I know Mad Mike Woodette. He's the craziest guy ever. That guy is definitely one of my favorite drifters, because all these drifters these days, it's like you always got to have 2JZ or LS. 2JZ, LS. 2JZ, LS. And then Mad Mike Woodette is like, I take the third option. Wankel Rotary. It's like, I gotta give that guy credit. He has balls to freaking build, like, have a team to build and balance all these 4 rotors. And not only that, all these 4 rotors are naturally aspirated, no turbo.
So that's 4 rotor engines all built in together, basically.
No, no, let me explain. It's like, the 4 rotor is like 2, like his 4 rotor engines are 2 RX-7 FD3S engines.
Okay.
So it's 13B plus 13B and special eccentric shaft. But you have to stud them all. Like, the trouble is you gotta stud the thing. You gotta make sure it's all balanced.
Yeah.
It doesn't come easy.
No, for sure.
And then you have to understand this part where most people think that rotary engines are absolutely unreliable. When I say rotary, I mean by wankels. Wankels are very reliable.
Yeah.
Like in truth, like they won the Bathurst 12. Like they won the Bathurst 1000 already. Actually, there's that Rheamemia car. You guys remember those?
Yeah.
The Rheamemia cars. Those were custom built by a special tuner who was always obsessed with rotary engines. I think his name was Asami Memia. His name was.
Okay.
Yeah, he was always, like, back in the 1980s, 1990s, he would just do nothing but find, like, all these Mazda RX-7s and just tune them. Rip them apart, change the apex seals, freaking do peripheral ports, turbos, you name it. And not only that, he did some of those wildest body kits. And his prime discipline was that he was always highway racing. You guys remember Tokyo Expressway? No, Tokyo Highway Racer?
Yeah.
Tokyo High.
Yeah.
Shotoku Express. Shotoku Express guys. Yeah, those. Yeah, he was basically one of their inspirations. Like, he was one of the original Mito Naito club guys. These were just these anonymous street racers who just had these souped up race cars. And this is the same story that inspired Wangan Midnight, where a 240Z goes up against a 911 930, I think that was. Or was it 968?
Okay.
Yeah, so Mr. Sami Amemi is just freaking tuning up all these freaking Wankel rotary engines, rebodying them, and all this and that. But when he decided to go professional in like 1999, like in GT2, you can see the Amemiya cars were there very early in Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
That was his first time doing professional racing. Like, his cars were reliable, but they weren't fast enough. It was about like 2003 when they stopped making their car when they stopped using real road body cars and started chopping them up into a race car.
And go purpose build, basically.
Like, there still is some road car in there, but it's more like a dragster. It's like, if you see like drag racers, the rule is the outer body is the road car.
Yeah. And inside it's
like
totally
if you
different.
Yeah, it's like the outer body is the outer body is considered the road car, and then the floor, that can be something completely different. That's what he did. He chopped the body like a hot rod, and then used some of that and left some of that steel body in there, and then made it more of a purpose-built race vehicle. And like, I think it was 2003 or 2004, he won the championship in G300 class.
That's
Very wild creation right there. But I think the
how did you
most
know all of this, man?
I'm a motorsports nut, man.
Yeah, right. You seem to know every story, man. That's really fun.
I've been following motorsports since I was 7, buddy.
I thought I was a car guy, and I just realized that I don't know nothing compared to everything you know. Oh man.
You're about as old as my closest sister.
How old are you again?
I'm 24.
Oh man, come on. I'm 32, so.
Yeah, you're just the same age as my closest sister.
Okay. Oh, but still. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go, guys.
Yep.
It's getting late, and it was fun. Thanks for all the knowledge. One day we'll make a show, you and me, about you telling stories about cars. It's gonna be good.
Actually, you can chop some of this video of me rambling.
No,
just chop like edit this live stream and just chop it. Just chop it to me rambling.
I'll make sure to make a highlight on this on Twitch.
Or like just chop it into a video and like. Actually, I have this great idea for you.
Go ahead.
Why don't we do some track tours? It's like we just go on random tracks in GTS and actually start touring them.
Like cruising and stuff?
Yeah, so we can actually show some features and show some tips and tricks about how to drive some of these tracks.
I would love that.
Because there's stuff that GTS isn't GTS isn't always 100% infallible about showing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they don't explain what they modify in real places.
Yeah.
Or they don't tell you what the real places really are or whatnot.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's some theories that are buried in those tracks. Like, remember when I said that Dragon Trail has some parts of Grand Valley Speedway and Bathurst buried inside?
Yeah.
Or I have some theories that Tokyo's expressways are just the chopped up bits that became Super Stage Route Route 5.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Like just the which one is it? That's the expressway. Let me just bring it up.
But you're talking about the reverse route?
That east inner loop is basically a stretched out version of Special Stage Route 5. Or there's tiny differences, but most of the layout, it just reminds me of that.
Like, what I was saying is that they chopped up some of the parts of that highway to make Special Stage Route.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, like that tunnel in the let me go ahead and look back in which track is that one. Inner loop, outer loop. You couldn't just call it C1 Expressway GTS. Like, come on, like in reality, in reality, these highways have their own names. It's like the C1 route. Okay, Tokyo Central Inner Loop, C1 Expressway Reverse. You couldn't just said that. so so I was saying that the tunnel turn is actually probably the inspiration for Special Stage Route's tunnel turn.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like the top left corner of Special Stage Route 5 was probably inspired by the exit ramp used in Tokyo Expressway South Outer Loop. Because it's like the minute it becomes a hairpin, it's like, wait, did Special Stage Route use this as an inspiration?
For sure, man. For sure.
But GT7 has some big shoes to fill when they have Trial Mountain in there.
I cannot wait to
I don't
try
know
Trial
how-
Mountain, honestly. On modern consoles.
It's bigger now.
Yeah, it's bigger.
It's
but
bigger now.
I cannot wait to try this one, to be honest. It's gonna be
It looks like
crazy.
But now they labeled it as part of America instead of being theoretically Scotland. And that monkey better be in that monkey better be in that tree. And Loch Ness Monster better still be there, even if it really is in Scotland.
Yeah, man. I remember the monkey thing. Which corner was it in again? Was it just before the tunnel or something?
It was right after, it was the blind corner. The first blind corner, there's a tree that juts out, and then in that tree, if you look in the photo mode, there's something that looks like a monkey in there.
Oh man, I hope it's there. Anyway, we'll see soon. Gonna have to be going, man. Thanks a lot for
Good night,
chatting.
good night.
And thanks for your.
Good night.
We'll be
Good
doing
night.
more of this this series where we
Practice.
talk about the tracks and the cars and everything around GT Sports and GT7
I'll
when it comes
speak-
out.
I'll speak of this in more organized fashion on Discord.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, have a good evening, man.
Good evening.
See ya.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
So there we have it, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. It was really fun. Lots of racing, lots of learning as well. Like, who knows? So make sure to subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Check out my Instagram as well. I try to post pretty much every day, and we'll be seeing you. I think it's gonna be Wednesday night for the round 2 of season 2 of Splinter series. We're gonna be racing the beta we just saw. So yep, take care and drive fast. Bye.